3 weeks ago, my car died with my toddler in the back seat. I'm in the middle of nowhere and I know absolutely nothing about cars. I know my car is blue, but that is pretty much it. But here's the thing, I managed to fix it in 20 minutes using AI on my phone. And what happened next completely changed how I handle every crisis with ADHD. All right, let's start from the beginning. We're at this place called Garson's farm where you can drive around and pick your own fruit. Kaylee convinced me it was a fun family activity, and Charlie is having the time of his life just running up and down the fields helping us pick raspberries. It was actually really fun for about an hour. Then we walked back to the car to drive to the next farm. I turned the key to start the engine. The electrics flicker, the car makes a really worrying noise. Then nothing, complete silence. Now here's what you need to understand about my ADHD brain in that moment. It's not just panic, it's your brain simultaneously worrying about being stranded forever while also trying to remember if you close the windows and turn off the lights this morning. This is classic ADHD overwhelm. Everything happens at once. But then something weird happened. My brain did what ADHD brains actually do best. It went into hyper-focus crisis mode. First instinct, film everything. Not just for the content, but for evidence. I sent the video to my dad because, unlike me, he actually knows stuff about cars. While waiting for his response, I opened up Perplexity on my phone. When you need actual facts in an emergency situation, Perplexity gives you real-time, evidence-based answers, which is exactly what I needed. So I asked it something I'd never thought I'd have to ask. I told it, I'm in the middle of a fruit farm, my car won't start, the electrics come on for a second and then die. Do I need to call the AA directly, or do I call my car insurance provider? The answer it gave me instantly saved me at least £100. Insurance provider first. They cover everything. I did not know this. So while Charlie and Kaylee went back to pick a few more apples because we're at a fruit farm, so, may as well make the most of it, I waited by the car and I turned Perplexity into my personal car expert. And this is where it gets really interesting. I told it, I'm trying to start my car and it's not starting. It says the ESP is not working. I'm currently at Garson's farm, so I'm not sure if it's something to do with the uneven roads and the dirt. How do I fix this? And Perplexity responded with, if the ESP light remains on, the car may not be safe to drive or may not start at all. This issue is often electrical rather than due to the road surface itself. 20 minutes later, the AA mechanic arrives and confirms exactly what Perplexity said. It was an electrical issue with the alternator. And if you're like me and you have absolutely no idea what an alternator is, it's basically a device that creates electricity while the engine is running. And because this wasn't working, it meant my car battery didn't have enough electric to power the car. So at least I learned something new. Oh, by the way, I've created a free Notion template which includes ADHD specific AI prompts that can help you with these kinds of stressful situations, like when your car breaks down in the middle of a fruit farm. Links down below. Here's something most people don't realize about ADHD brains in crisis. We're actually built for this. Once we shift from overwhelm to hyperfocus, we become problem-solving machines. We see patterns other people miss. We think of solutions others wouldn't consider. We adapt faster than neurotypical brains. The problem isn't our brains, it's not having the right tools to channel that energy. I didn't just fix my car that weekend. Within 24 hours, I found the best mobile mechanic in my area that actually works on a Sunday. I found the best possible price to get a new alternator. I found the best battery charger and I managed to get same-day delivery on it. And I learned enough about cars to never feel that helpless again. All because I used AI and ADHD as my secret superpowers. What most people don't realize is that we live in this incredible time where you don't need to be an expert in everything anymore. You don't need some perfect organized brain. What you need is the confidence to ask the right questions. For ADHD brains especially, AI isn't just a tool, it's an executive function support system. It's the super smart friend you have who never judges you when you ask silly questions at 2 in the morning when your brain just won't stop spinning. But here's what most people get wrong. They use AI for the boring stuff, writing emails, making schedules. No, use it for the moment when your brain actually needs help, when you're overwhelmed, when you need to level the playing field. 3 weeks later, my car runs perfectly, but more importantly, I feel more confident. I don't panic anymore when things break. I don't feel as stupid for not knowing things, and I don't let my ADHD brain spiral into chaos because I have a system that works with my brain instead of against it. Your ADHD brain isn't broken. It's not a weakness. It's your superpower. You just need to know how to activate it. Just remember, every crisis is just a problem waiting for the right questions. And with AI as your assistant, you already have access to every expert on the planet. If you found this video helpful at all, or you learned something new about cars, don't forget to subscribe and download those free prompts I mentioned earlier. And if you want more content, you can check out this video here where I explain how I use AI to stay focused even with ADHD.